Hey everyone, and welcome back. All right, so quick question. How many of you have tried trading perpetuals on chain and just gotten wrecked by slippage? Not because your trade idea was bad, but because the order book was thin, the price moved on you mid-transaction, and suddenly your entry price and your actual fill price are two very different numbers. Yeah, that's a real problem in decentralized trading. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not your financial advisor. This does not constitute financial advice. Please do your own research before making any investment. Okay, so this is the TMX homepage, tried-dex.com. First impression, it's clean, dark theme, pretty typical for a DeFi trading platform. And right at the top, you've got your navigation bar, trade, earn, buy, referrals, leaderboard, ecosystem, copy trading, and bots. So that already tells you this isn't just a simple swap tool. There's a whole ecosystem of features stacked in here. Top right, you've got the token price ticker, a buy button, and a connect wallet button. And that's important because TMX is non-custodial, meaning you're not depositing funds into some company-controlled account. You trade directly from your own wallet and you keep ownership of your funds the whole time. There's no sign-up form, no email, nothing like that. It's wallet-based access. Scrolling down, the homepage lays out its core value props: guaranteed on-chain liquidity, multi-asset collateral support, cost savings, protection from what they call price wicks using Chainlink Oracle feeds, and one-click trading. We'll unpack each of those in a second. Further down, there's a section on the network. It's currently running on Arbitrum, which is an Ethereum layer 2, so you get lower fees and faster transactions than trading directly on Ethereum mainnet. And then there's an earn section showing staking options, which we'll also get into. Overall vibe, it feels like a fairly standard GMX-style perpetual DEX interface. If you've used similar platforms before, this will feel familiar. If you haven't, don't worry, we'll walk through it. So let's talk about what actually makes this platform tick. First, guaranteed liquidity. Instead of matching your buy order with someone else's sell order like a traditional exchange, TMX uses a liquidity pool. Traders essentially trade against that pool, which is funded by other users who deposit assets into it. The idea here is that your trade execution doesn't depend on whether there's someone else on the other side of the trade right now. The pool is always there. That's the theory behind why they can offer things like tighter execution without the order book depth issue I mentioned earlier. Second, multi-asset collateral. You're not locked into depositing one specific token to open a position. You can use different supported assets as collateral, which is useful if you already hold a token and don't want to convert it just to start trading. Third, the price feed system. They're using Chainlink's Oracle infrastructure, which pulls in sub-second price data. In practice, this is meant to reduce your exposure to sudden artificial price spikes, sometimes called wicks, that can trigger unnecessary liquidations on some platforms. Now, to be clear, liquidation risk still exists on any leveraged position. This isn't about eliminating risk. It's about the price feed being more resistant to short, anomalous spikes. Fourth, one-click trading and something they call TMX Express. Basically, these are UX features designed to reduce the number of wallet confirmations and transaction steps you'd normally go through, so trades feel faster and you're less likely to get stuck waiting during network congestion. Real-world scenario, say you're someone who already holds a basket of different tokens on Arbitrum, and you want to take a market position without bridging assets around or converting everything into one specific token first. That's the kind of friction this setup is designed to reduce. Now, the site does mention leverage up to 100x is available on the platform. I want to pause on that for a second because that's a significant amount of leverage, and higher leverage means your position can be liquidated with a much smaller price movement against you. That's just math, not opinion. So regardless of what any platform offers, understanding leverage mechanics and risk sizing is on you before you ever use a feature like that. All right, let's actually walk through getting started step by step. Step 1, you don't create an account in the traditional sense. You click Connect Wallet in the top right and link a wallet like MetaMask or whatever Web3 wallet you use that supports Arbitrum. Because this is non-custodial, there's no email sign up and no traditional KYC form on the interface itself. Access is wallet-based. Step 2, you'll want your wallet funded with assets on the Arbitrum network, since that's what the platform currently runs on. If your funds are on a different chain, you'd need to bridge them over first, and that's a separate step outside the TMX interface itself. Step 3, head to the Buy tab if you need to acquire the platform's native token, or go straight to trade if you're ready to open a position using assets you already hold. Step 4, on the trade screen, you'll select your market, choose your collateral asset, and set your position size and leverage. Remember, this is where that leverage risk we just talked about comes into play. So this is the point where you'd want to actually understand what you're setting up before confirming anything. A quick word on security, because this is self-custody. You are your own bank, basically. That means securing your wallet's seed phrase is entirely on you. No customer support team can recover funds if your wallet is compromised because there's no centralized account behind it. So standard wallet hygiene applies here. Never share your seed phrase, double check contract addresses, and consider a hardware wallet if you're moving meaningful amounts. For the more experienced users watching, a few things worth knowing. There's a copy trading section, which lets users follow and mirror the positions of other traders on the platform. There's also a bots tab, which suggests some form of automated or algorithmic trading integration, letting you set rules rather than manually executing every trade. On the earning side, there are two main options listed: staking the platform's native token TMX, which the site says comes with governance rights, meaning stakers get a say in platform decisions, alongside a listed rewards rate. There's also a separate liquidity pool token, TLP, which represents providing liquidity to that trading pool we talked about earlier, also with a listed annual rate. Now, I want to flag something important here. The site displays specific APR figures for both of these. I'm intentionally not repeating those numbers on camera, and here's why. APRs on DeFi platforms are dynamic. They shift based on trading volume, pool size, token price, and market conditions. The number you see today is very likely not the number you get in 3 months. So go check the live figures directly on the site if that's something you're evaluating, rather than relying on any number quoted in a video like this. There's also a leaderboard tab tracking top performers on the platform, and an ecosystem tab, which usually points to integrations or partner protocols built around the platform. Okay, my honest balanced take here. This platform is clearly built for people who are already somewhat comfortable in DeFi. You need a wallet, you need to understand gas fees, bridging, and how perpetual trading mechanics actually work. It's not really a beginner-friendly on-ramp into crypto as a whole. It's more of a tool for people who already hold assets on Arbitrum and want a self-custodial way to trade with leverage. I'd say it's probably most relevant to people who already use similar GMX-style platforms and are comparing options, or to users who specifically value the non-custodial angle, meaning they don't want to hand funds over to a centralized exchange. If you're brand new to crypto entirely, this is probably not the first stop. You'd want to get comfortable with wallets and basic on-chain transactions before touching leverage trading of any kind on this platform or any other. So that's TMX, a non-custodial, Arbitrum-based perpetual trading platform built around pooled liquidity instead of a traditional order book, with staking, copy trading, and bot integrations layered on top. Curious what you all think. Have you used a liquidity pool-based DEX like this before, and how did the execution compare to order book platforms? Drop it in the comments. I actually want to hear real experiences, not just marketing claims. As always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research before using any platform, especially one involving leverage. If this breakdown was useful, hit subscribe for more of these platform walkthroughs, and I'll catch you in the next one.